Alright, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the moth-hawk project. So today we're going to be working on, well, you know, the colors again on the wing. And hopefully everything will work out fine. So that's what we're going to be doing. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, let me take a look at this. Alright, back to this. There you go. What color is this? This is alright, that's that one. Good. Alright. So the idea here is that, you know, we're gonna be making sure that we have the pattern done. So I actually need to zoom in here a little bit. So today I did actually do zero jack shit actually today. I was actually quite lazy. Because apparently, you know, I was like, you know, I deserve a break once in a day. So yeah, I took a little break. I did some gaming, and then after the gaming, I actually went downstairs, watched some TV, all that stuff. All right, perfect. The blur tool's right here. Nice. That's good. So yeah, that's what I did, and tomorrow I will be doing not the same, of course, but today was actually quite nice. I had a lot of things to do, and well, not a lot of things to do, but I had a relaxing day, and that's also very nice. Though after this, I actually had to do something. I actually need to prep to read things out loud for tonight. So after, you know, today I will make sure that I will not drag this to more than an hour, because otherwise I won't get things done before I need to start up. So yeah. Oh man, this is handy dandy that it is now selected in the brush tool. Oh, that's good. That saves me a lot of trouble. So yeah, I actually did not a lot today, but it doesn't matter really. It matters that I actually had my day off, and well, I had a lovely day off. Even my dog was like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and do nothing. And I believe, you know, when a dog does nothing, I believe then that is the day that you're not supposed to do anything. So I took him on my I put him on my yeah, I cuddled him while watching, you know, TV and all that stuff. And I came to the realization that some of the that on the television is actually not a lot anymore that is fun to watch. Like, the only thing that is interesting enough to see is, like, you know, how do you say that? Animal documentaries. There you go. Those are informative, and, you know, news is informative and all that stuff, but if you want to watch a good animation series or something like that, well, don't look at the place where, you know, you normally can find them, because a lot of the new animation series don't really live up to their name. Most of them, at least. I was like, yeah, it's not a real lovely thing to watch. Like, the new animation series that I have been watching were like, yeah, they're good for like one time you see them, and then, you know, you totally forget about them. They're really forgettable sometimes. And I do have a good I do have a good imagination, so it's a little bit sad, but well, you know, not everything can go fine. I believe. So yeah, today we're gonna be just casually doing this. And then hopefully I will be having some spare time to get my reading done before I'm gonna be on a live stream and read it out loud. I believe today it is gonna be the writer showcased on Dun's channel, so yeah. So hopefully the story will work out well. I am not good at writing stories, trust me. I try to do my very best on making it not cliche, but holy hell. The tropes are there, so I was like, it's now too late to change it. So yeah, man, this works like a charm, you know, pressing that button constantly, fixing stuff like that. Yeah, that works. All right, cool. So there you go. So the idea here is, you know, I'm trying to get this thing done, and hopefully we will be able to be finished with this color by tonight. And if we're done with it, then I'm very happy upon it. So yeah. But that always takes some time. And when things do take time, you know, I normally am not very patient. Especially when it comes to games, I'm not very patient at all. I always like to do things right from the get-go, which can lead to certain types of situations like, you know, you need to deal with this thing. You know, you need to defeat the evil lord, and I'm like, all right, let's do this, Leroy Jenkins. And then, you know, everything turns out not very great. So yeah, patience is not my style. But the good news is that even though it is not my style, I do my very best upon getting things done. So yeah, let's see. So I believe tonight I will be done. You know, once I believe that, you know, within an hour we can do this. Well, I can do this. And if I'm able to do this, then I'm a very happy person, because holy hell, this just, you know, this is the hardest part of drawing, getting things done by that book. Also, the merge tool actually works well, so I'm very happy upon that. So yeah. There you go. So, the, you know, the whole idea of this is, you know, working on this project is like, it's like a little recording of myself, you know, knowing that I do things right, how I do things and how I fix things. I believe I'm not using the right tools here on my selection screen, and I don't know how to change that. Like, how do I change these things? Like, oh god, I can do this? Nobody told me that I can do that. Nobody. Alright, that's new, and that's the pencil. Cool. Can I change up these things? Like, can I select different kind of things? No. Alright. I don't mind using these things though, but holy hell. It's quite fun that it's quite fun to see that, you know, these colors are, that I can actually change up the position of the feathers so that I can actually work better at them if I want to change up the direction, so I can actually change the whole thing that up and side down. That's quite cool. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about this. So the idea of this thing, draw how to color these things and get these things done, it just takes time, and once I'm done with all the time, I will be able to get things way better, and hopefully that will be hopefully I will be able to get things like having things the way I want them to have, because I always improve. Trust me, I always improve, but it just takes time, and the best way to improve is by drawing. I just needed to have a little rest because holy hell, I was physically tired of the drawing part, which can occur, being physically or physically tired of doing everyday drawing is usual. It's like you wanna draw so badly, and then you realize like, oh my god, I am so tired. I'm not sick, but I'm tired. And I do get better at being less tired of this, but it just takes time. For instance, I remember back in the day when I worked at a place. I had to work on this big giant manual that that's gonna be used for 3D printers. So the boss asked me to make a manual for the people, the engineers, to get this manual done. And so what I did was actually very smart. I took little breaks while working on it. Apparently, when you use breaks, you have some spare time and you don't get overexhausted. The sad thing is, I sometimes am like not very in control of getting those breaks. I am very a person that wants to push everything to the max very quickly, and then I end up on the short end of it. It's like, no breath, nothing, panic, that kind of thing. So since I did not have any condition of I was overworked again, so I could not get back to work. So yeah, I had to make sure that I took those breaks. I even had to force myself to take those breaks because I'm a very devoted person when it comes to get shit done. And well, I did it. I took a break. I took some casual breaks of 1 hour and then go back to work. And it paid off. It definitely paid off. I took a little break. I went to not go on the PC, just go to go to go to the other people, ask them how their day was, and try to do a little bit of talking, and then go back to work. Of course, I didn't want to distract them from work, but I needed my own distraction, so I went on a little bit of walking. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job at avoiding exhaustion. Alright, cool. Cool. I gotcha. So it's until here then. Alright, cool. So yeah, it was a very hard lesson for me to learn. That I needed to make sure that I don't overexhaust myself with work, and I learned a lot from it. I'm very happy that I learned it, because that way I know that, like, just take a little break for once in a while, and then you get back on your feet really quickly. You get the right motivation, you get the right things to do, and then you can work forward to, well, not a new beginning, but working towards the thing that you wanted to do in the first place. So I did that, and it got me pretty far already. And that's not the colored thing that I wanted. Damn it. Oh boy. What the? Oh my god, this is not good. What? No, no. Come on. There you go. Jeez Louise, what the hell? Alright. So yeah, I'm getting better at this, and hopefully, I will be getting even more better at it once I'm done with this whole damn project. Of course, this project takes a while to get to, but I'm not gonna be complaining here. The most thing is, like, I'm working on this like in the nighttime, so this project is always late. It's like 7 o'clock already here at nighttime, and that's what you really see already happening. I'm sometimes a little bit tired, but nothing a little bit of relaxing coloring works. It's like, if you enjoy doing your drawing, you will get things done, you will get the right motivation done, and then you will be able to enjoy yourself doing it. Like, for instance, I really enjoy working on this project because of all the stuff I had to deal with. Like, for instance, errors and challenges that occur. And I'm very happy upon that. I'm very happy how far I already am with these challenges. It's not like a lot of challenge, but it is a challenge nonetheless. For instance, I'm not done with the drawing of the tail, so I need to redraw. I don't need to redraw things, but I need to continue with drawing the tail. But so far, this is just casual coloring, and the casual coloring is just very peaceful, very peaceful. It's not like things are gonna be happening. So yeah, let's see. Until there. Alright, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. So yeah, that's the thing I'm doing now. It's just, casually coloring, and hopefully, getting the end result will cause me to be, satisfied with the ending. And hopefully, we are working towards the end result, but it's just tiny little baby steps. Because, if I want to take too much hay on my pitchfork, then I collapse. And I don't want to collapse. I want to enjoy this. I don't want to see this as an experience to be lost. And I'm trying to do my very best upon getting this thing done. I'm trying to get my I'm trying to do my very best upon getting this thing into a beautiful picture. And for that I need to be making sure that I do that. So yeah, the more I got, the more stuff I do, the better I get at it. But yeah, it's very difficult for me sometimes to understand, like, oh yes, this thing has like a lot of things, but it does have some good old-fashioned drawbacks. This drawing takes a long time because I only can do 1 hour a day, but you can see the progress, and that's what counts. Because you can see the progress, you can see how much is done. And the more I do, the better I get at it. So let's see, and we actually want to go over here like this. Yes, thank you. So yeah, the more I do with it, the better I get at it, and the better I get at it, the better this thing is gonna be looking. Yeah. Of course, I don't want to rush anything here. Definitely don't want to rush anything. If I do rushing, then things will be always bad. Don't want to have that to happen. We don't want to have things to be bad. We want this to be looking nice and awesome. A true experience for, you know, everybody. That's the idea. So yeah. So that's the idea. Let's see. Alright, cool. So yeah, and now we can just, you know, go back to here, get back to the place that we want, and apparently I can just change up the settings right here. That's actually quite awesome that I can do that. So if we want to work on this, we can actually go for here and then be like, oh yes, I actually need to get this thing back on there, or I want to have like this. Boom, easy. So no need of, you know, difficult drawing. There you go. And this actually works really well. It's just, you know, easy coloring. So yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. So, how much time did already pass? Let's see. 25 minutes. Oh well, that's not big. So in 25 minutes we already are like halfway there. So that's good. And now we can just go here, put that there. Boom, baby. So yeah, the more stuff I do, the better I get at it, and the better I get at it, the more I like it. So yeah, hopefully, you know, one day everything will be just, you know, as easy as cakewalk as, you know, coloring. Well, not this kind of coloring, but I mean like just casual coloring, like this needs to be red. Press red. Enter red. Boom, done. That kind of stuff. Hopefully one day it will all be that. Hopefully that will be the way of, you know, how this will work. But of course, there are always mistakes that you need to be aware of, or things that, you know, you have not seen. Therefore, you need always need to be aware of situations that might occur while doing it. For instance, there might be a problem with, you know, the coloration, or a problem with, you know, using the same color twice or 3 times in a row, and then you realize like, oh my god, I really screwed this over. Why did you screw it over? Well, because of, you know, using the same color, and therefore, you know, everything is going to be red or blue, and that might occur. Of course, that is not always the case, but it can happen. Let me see. I can actually go for the blur tool, right? Or is this the blur tool? No, this is the merge tool. This is the blur tool. So what's the difference be? Ah, that's the difference. Nice. And that's a little bit more nicer. Alright, cool. Then we're gonna go here. So yeah, the idea that, you know, is represented here is that we are gonna be, you know, going here, pressing the blur tool. I don't know how to do the other things, so come on, get there. Press that beautiful button. Alright, cool. There you go. Oh hey, Space Junk. Nice to see you. So yeah. Let's see how far we already got. Nice. That looks already cool. That looks like a decent wing. So yeah, it definitely pays off working like this. And we even got pretty far already. We successfully did already like 2 of the 3 things, and you know, the more we do, the more we do this, the better we get at it, and the better we get at it, the more easier it's gonna be next time, because that's the thing. So we can use this blur tool to get it right here done. There you go. So yeah, once all of this is done, hopefully, you know, the bird will look nice. So the tail feathers will be looking like the same as the other one. And if that is the case, I will be very happy, because that way we can actually make sure that all this stuff will look the same. Or well, not look the same, but then we have the pattern correctly, and therefore it will be more realistic. Because we're using the same pattern, it means that the bird will look better. I believe that's the way how to do it. And now we need this. There you go. So yeah. Of course, this is a really hard thing to do, getting everything done, but it is all worth it. It's all worth it in the end. And that's all that counts. That's all that counts. Because it's worth it. The feathers will look nice, therefore the bird will look nicer, and therefore everything will be looking way more realistic in the end result of it. And that's the way of how I do things. You piece of shit. I trusted you, Wheel. I trusted you. Apparently I selected again the gum. Oh well. Happens all the time. I mean, you know, things like this always happen to me. It's like, ah, yes, a mistake I made. And then 10 minutes later, it's like, ah, yes, the mistake I made. Follow through. Ah, that's not good. So yeah, but you don't need to worry about everything. You need to be worried about the things that might occur later. Like for instance, this, these feathers here, they're really hard to they are really hard to see. So the more I use these colors, the more they will stand out. The more they will stand out, the more stuff you can see in the end. That will be the good result of it. Though it might come at a cost, which of course is a cost that I really don't want to pay, but it happens. Like, let's see, where is the feather here? Feather is right here, right? Yeah. Those are those are two feathers, so here you needed one, and there you needed one. Then I need to blend this in, right there. There you go, easy. So yeah, sometimes things are a little bit difficult to see, and then you make a mistake because you thought you would be able to see it correctly, and you didn't, and then things might go a little bit bad. So you always need to be prepared of, a situation that can occur while, drawing. For instance, here there is too much white, so we need to remove some of it and then go back to the blend, get it back in. There you go. Much better. Also, you can see that the thing goes on and on and on because my palm of my hand is actually pressing the button, which is quite annoying, not to say the least. The pressing of the button on the thing. It has like multiple options like settings, display, Wacom properties, Wacom center, so display toggle. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good. A display toggle again. Can we press again on it? Yeah, thank you. Alright, display toggle is not a thing that we want. Settings. What does that do? Ah, yes. Right click, express menu, right click. Yes, that does work. See, it has multiple options, and some of them are a little bit, well, not under my control. So yeah, hopefully, after this I will be done. Also, I saw a new anime. I was curious upon what it was, and I'm very happy I saw it because it was actually quite funny anime. I don't know the name yet. Probably because I'm a terrible person when it comes to names. But yeah, it was actually quite funny to see that that the anime that I watched was like, well, typical comedy. Well, not typical, but close to typical at least. Lots of anime tropes. At least that's the word. So yeah, let's see. So all of these feathers are now getting the little white into it. Oh well, not white, beige, and that way they will be standing out. Even though we're only using two colors right now, they already look really fancy. Once the third color is coming in, then oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's gonna be a lovely little surprise, because then everything will be way better than before. Because if you look at it like bush, that this already represents a wing. You know, this already feels like bird wings. And then, you know, we're gonna have like this. Come on, get on. Yeah, there you go. And we're gonna have like these wings. So you can already see how the wings are gonna be. So these are the wings that we want. And these are the wings that we already have. So yeah, there is still something that we need to do. We need to put some red in it, but for the rest, it already looks nice, and I'm very happy upon that result. That it looks nice. Also, I'm very happy that I found a way to turn the screen, because I'm not very good at, you know, realizing like, oh, that's how you turn the screen. That would have been way helpful if I would have known that earlier. So yeah, I found a way to turn the screen, and the turn the screen button is the cursed image of this, and then be like doing this. Woo. So yeah, lovely. And if I just press this, boom, I'm back in the central. That's really handy dandy. So yeah, oh, that is not a result. I thought like what? So yeah, the amount of, you know, stuff I can do now, that's really handy dandy that I get things under control. So yeah, hopefully, you know, once all of this is done, you know, it will be looking beautiful once again. So yeah, that's the idea, and that's the idea that I'm living with. So we have these feathers, and these feathers need to be represented by these feathers need to be represented, and then, you know, give them a little bit of a, how do you say, blend in. So yeah, all right, cool. Let's see. Now we are gonna be going here. Done that. Of course, today is like, you know, nothing else special. It's just, you know, doing this and then making sure that I am prepared for, you know, today. So yeah, today I'm gonna need to be prepared myself, making sure that I have read things down, and then tomorrow I need to have little naps so that I can be awake for quite a while, because I actually need to be awake for like 1:30 at night till 4:00 at morning. So yeah, I need to be awake for quite a while. You're probably wondering why the hell would you do that? Why would you be awake for that kind of at that time? Well, it's because I have D&D, and that means that I need to be preparing myself for that. Because there is nothing worse than, you know, falling asleep. Falling asleep during an important session. That's a no bueno. That's a no bueno indeed. Of course, you know, without the jalapenos. Let's see. So, what and how do I do this? Well, just draw it over here a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Erase it right here. Grab the beautiful merge tool again. Be like, yeah, da da da. So once I figure out how to do this, and get the other things into it, I will be very happy. Once I figure it out, how I can config them, then this is gonna be a glorious thing. Alright. So yeah, anyway, as you can see, I'm working on the wings, and they look nice already. The amount of stuff I can do with it, the amount of things I can do with it, the amount of brushes I actually use to get the colors in, and then you can also see that most of the colors that I'm using right now are all the bit is just two basic colors, and then use the blend tool to create the effect of transition. So I'm not using like multiple colors. I'm just using two colors and then merge them to get the third color or fourth color that I need. It's like a little bit of painting. I believe that's the word. Painting. Yeah, painting is the word. So yeah, painting a little bit, painting that a little bit, and then hopefully that will work out. Of course, not everything can be painted correctly, but this gets me far. Also, I should definitely tell you guys that I will get. I promised myself to buy the 3D modulation 3D program. Not this week, not this year. This year. So probably I will do that at August when I'm celebrating. So when I'm when my birthday is, then I will get myself my 3D sculpting software, and then I can do sculpting. Wait, you mean like real sculpting? Yeah, I mean like 3D sculpting, which means that normally people will say like, but you need practice for that, and I'm like, practice? Who needs practice upon that? No, I actually did qualify for that. I already have the necessary experience to do sculpting already in 3D. Normally I have been using a free software for that, and that got me pretty far, but until everything crashes all the time because it could not handle too much of could not handle too much. That's why I actually don't have I did not have a decent program for it. Now I do, and then I will have it. The idea of getting that is just because I want to I actually want to make my own D&D models, and I actually learned for it. So I have my diploma as a 3D modeler, and I can create 3D models if I have the access to the software. And then I can do things with them, like creating models for 3D for tabletop or whatever, toys. I don't mind. I can do that. I am qualified enough. The downside is it is indeed very difficult to make them, because I need to work with models from scratch again, because the models that I already have created, they are not very viable to work around with, so I need to make new models and then use those models and reuse those models again. But once I do that, I will be able to get 3D modeling back in business, and if I'm back in business, it means that I can create my own art, then create 3D models of my own art, and say, "Muhahaha! I created my own models of my own art. Take that!" And then I can show people the imagination that I had while creating the models and the art. So yeah, I believe that's how I work. So yeah, that's the thing that I want to work. That's the thing that I want to do. I actually want to get back into the business of 3D modeling. Of course, drawing is gonna be still the same, but then after drawing is gonna be 3D modeling. Yeah, that's more spooky. It's like, you created your own damn image. Well, congratulations. Now you have also your own model of it. Because it's actually quite funny to do that. I did it once with an old 2D drawing that I did not make in, this. I made it in paper. Oh, very spooky. in paper, and well, I created a 3D model out of it. I actually was pretty proud on how much I made out of it. So I always had this character already in some of my drawings, and then after some time I actually wanted to, like, you know what what would be cool if I could create my own 3D model of it and then use that 3D model on the tabletop to represent, like, hey, this is your arch enemy, behold. And then I'm like, yeah, that's a cool thing, that's a cool feature. So yeah, I did that. I went nuts on the program, and I created the model. It took me only like 2 months to create, and then I had it. The only problem with the model is, like, it's an old model, and the program is not very used anymore because it's a very crappy program. It's like, you wanna work on it again on your model? Ah, crash. So yeah, that's how that software works. It's like, it's working with a broken tea can, trying to pour water into a glass without spilling. That's how terrible the optimization on that program is. It is, though, a very good program because I learned a lot of things with it, like, oh, you need to do that, oh, you need to do that, oh, you need to do that, and you need to prep some models before you do stuff, before you can do stuff, because otherwise you will ruin your own model. Ah, all right, cool, nice. So yeah, it took me a long time to understand how this program worked, and I was, like, always thinking with myself, like, all right, program. So what chapter are we on now? 24, 25, 26? Yeah, 26, right? How to be nice to each other. So yeah, I was always, like, complaining to that program while I was drawing, because sometimes it crashed. Sometimes it didn't want to load the models, and I had to do, like, I need to rework them again. God damn it. The models are actually very low poly. Well, they're not heavily low poly, but they are very low detailed. Because the program could not handle more than 1,000. No, not 1,000. 10,000 polygons. So the program could not hold 10,000 polygons. This program would break on 10,000 polygons. So I was limited to the polygon count, and every single thing I loaded in, I had to reduce the poly count, because otherwise the model will crash, the program will crash, and my whole progress will be lost, or I will not be able to retrieve it anymore because of the high poly count. And that's how, things get really, really frustrated sometimes, especially if you're trying to, like, I'm just trying to get this decent stuff here. How hard can it be to just get, this model done if I'm still constantly have to, wait for everything to happen? So yeah, the poly count was actually one of the worst things that that program had. Like, 10,000 polygons is not enough. It is not enough at all. It's like the worst case scenario of well, rip. Because that way you can actually not load in models that you have been used before, because the models were like 10,000 already, and then, if you would add them to the other model, then, things crash, like, gone. Anyway, let me just take a look. 50 minutes already in. Nice. All right. Allow me to just take a break then. So today we actually did not came. Well, we came actually far. We actually completed the second and third row. We're now actually filling in the most difficult part, which is the tiny little things. So yeah, I must say we did actually a good job here. Even though, it might not seem like it, but yeah, we did actually a good job. Alright, cool. Let's put a save on it. And thank you all. Whoa, come on. Get here, yeah. Just in case I need it again. Just in case I need it again. Alright, cool. And then I'm gonna be saving again. Alright. 4.7 gig. That's not too shabby. Alright. Come on. There you go. There you go, you little bastard. Alright. So, yeah. I have to keep, I need to go now. I hope you, oh, there. I hope you all enjoyed for today. And, thanks all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Until then. Bye.